When I have to choreograph, I have to have a very clear concept. Otherwise, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just floundering around. I have to have a very clear concept and have some idea of what it is that I want and some idea of what it is I want the dancers to do. The idea of Vespers started within childhood when I would go in the summer to visit my grandmother, and she would take me to this local church which was called Foster Chapel Baptist Church. And I didn't really understand what was going on, but it was a service that was more about spirituality than it was about religion. There was no preacher, there was nobody in the pulpit. It was all done on the floor, and it was all about prayer, and it was all about energy. It's one of the strongest memories that I have of childhood, and I wondered to myself, could I possibly translate not how it looked, do you know what I mean? Not how it looked, but what it felt like. In the first section, I called, as a working title, it was called The Visitation of the Angel. And what it was about was the spirit of someone letting the spirit of someone else go. You know, it's after they die. Ha, boom, ba, ra, ra, ha. It's really specifically about my great-grandmother and my grandmother. I watched my grandmother do what she had to do to let my great-grandmother's spirit go. Still, bang, sha, ka, brr, ba. Not there, let it keep going, ba. Let it start here. That's the moment. Let everything keep going. Let everything up until that point be a reaction to her leaving. That's when you start to collect yourself and you start to pull it down and keep going. Keep going. And ba, hoo, boo. My grandma was unlike any woman I've ever seen or expect ever to see as long as I'm alive. So what I tried to do was to take all the aspects of her that I knew as a kid and put them in 6 different women, and they would form her, but they would also form women as I experienced them growing up. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, I thought there was something funny. You're supposed to go open first. Hello. And what I also wanted to do was translate age as energy, as opposed to lack of it. You know, so that what I felt when my grandmother would just say amen was like unleashing a dam. Bah, bah. So rather than telling the story from the standpoint of slow, elderly, I wanted it to be youthful and quick, because that's what the spirit of an older person is. Wow, come back to here. Bah, brrr. Now level 2. Bah, 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 bah. Even bah, 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 bah. Huh, da, brrr, bah, bah. Don't worry about where you are. Everything that I put on the stage, I see it in my head. I see it. And I know that it's right, and then I put it on to the dancers. Beautiful. Now see it. Ho. Now see it. Ho. And stop. Beautiful. Once the dancers have it, we don't have to stay there. It's the beginning point. But what I see in my head is the beginning point, and that has to happen in the rehearsal room before anything goes on beyond that. Debbie. And you don't see anything, but all of a sudden, yes, okay, now, yeah. You're under it, you're under it, you can't, bow, bow, you're under it, ha, brr, ha, brr, and right here you take your control back. Now you can go. I think the air between a dancer and I, unless it's alive, it's dead. If the air between us is alive, what I want is for them to feel can vibrate over to them. But the way I tend to do that is through rhythms. You know, every movement that I see has a rhythm. Now let it spin. Now easy. There's a sound that the movement makes all by itself. And when the dancer makes that sound, takes the movement and makes that sound with it, then it is really right. Ha, boom, hoo, hoo, choo. Da, ha, ha, hua. Now stand still. Hua. The greatest gift that they give me when they're doing it right is the gift to forget that I made it. It's in the right order, it's in the right connection, and it moves me. Oh, perfect. There we go. Ha, ha, brr, ha, ha, brr, ha, ha. You have to get to that point where they are independent of you and are coming back to you. Whoa, okay. Whoa, and okay. Because you can't help them make that experience once the curtain goes up. You can't. They're the ones who are driving. They're the ones who are in control. They're the ones who are telling the story. It's their story then. No matter what you want it to be, it's only what they tell that we will hear.